Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to Pokeworld broadcast. Today it's an uh, exclusive episode for Mubert, and we invited their founder for an exclusive interview. And welcome, Alex.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone who listened to this podcast. Would love to explain about my startup, about my journey. Thank you so much, Kristen.
Yeah, and I know about Mubert from the announcement from the Web3 grant, the Web3 grant, and it because the community started to asking the who is Mubert and what they were doing. So it's very honored for Poker to can have you here to communicate more about Mubert to our community members. So to set up some context for our conversation, I think in the beginning, let's talk about something about your background. um, I know I learned from your background that Mubert started from a very personal moment, and you are running and you are trying to find a music with a steady beat, and so you decided to start the Mubert. So, are you someone who often acts on ideas quickly?
Yes, to be honest, it's very true. The ideas came up to me very fast. I used to work as the creative director for a long period of time before I started this startup in 2017. The idea came up to me like this. So we were running with a friend and we had issues with this music. And the question was, why not the music to be based on the running pace, on the running tempo? And then I realized that I have all the people around who could help me to build a startup. And that's how we started. The same evening, we already had the first brainstorm.
So, do you always have a brainstorms for other ideas, or Mubert was Mubert the idea that you have to build, or just one of many that happened to take off?
At that moment, I thought to build a startup. So there's startup culture in US, in Europe. It was charming me. So I decided I will go this way. This idea came up to me because I know how music is built, because I have the jazz music education. I used to play on the double bass before.
Mhm.
And at the same time, I have the technical education, which is related to software development, web development, and I even started some things with the front end, with the back end. So I mean, I know a lot of things how to build, and that's why I can imagine these kind of things, and for me, they are doable. And this is one of the reasons why this startup appeared, because I know exactly how it could be built, and I know exactly how to communicate with my amazing team who was the first founders of this product.
Okay, so it seems that you have a you know deep passion for music. So I think music is very essential part of Mubert. So what role does music play in your everyday life?
Everything. So music is music makes everything better. Any background, any app, any gym session. I mean, music for everyone. It's the same language. Like before the podcast, we discussed with you that it's the international language. So everyone can communicate with music. So the structure and the feeling of the music is mostly the same for everyone on the globe. And that's why I think that music itself is the most significant developments and the most significant evolution of humankind, and that makes us like completely out of space, that humans have created the music and this amazing opportunity to play with each other, to listen to each other, to understand like what's the feeling of another person just by listening to his music. It's amazing.
Yeah, cool. So how old were you when you fall in love with music?
It was the childhood. My father, he was an artist, so that's
Uh-huh.
why he loved a lot of cool music. He had some vinyl collection, so he has to buy me some CD discs with different bands. That's how I
Uh-huh.
started to listen to the high quality music. And then I took the guitar and I started, to try to find to play with my favorite bands. Then I started to read about them, like how was their life, how cool they were, what is it to be a rock star, and I definitely decided I will go this way somehow. And in I think in the middle of school, I decided to play guitar first, and then the bass guitar. And my bass is still my favorite instrument to play, like bass, double bass, bass synthesizers, different kinds of bass instruments, like low frequency. It's my passion.
Oh, cool, amazing. You also studied software engineer at the same time you are studying music. So was a decision driven by your passion for music, or did that connection come later?
No, music is the hobby for me. I understand that music is not the big thing for making money, unless
Oh,
you are unless you are like the superstar or the let's say the like worldwide music producer. So software engineering and design. Actually, I'm more on the front end side, so I develop um, amazing front ends, apps, user experience. So this was my work. Actually, I started to work as the software developer from I think 16 or 17. I mean, after my school, I already had the experience in web development, and that was my first work. Um, so yeah, I decided to focus more on technology, of course, because I understand like the future of human is the tech.
Gavin is was Gavin's PhD for uh, programming music.
That's true, and I know
Oh,
that he started Ethereum. I mean, one of his ideas, as far as I understand this, was to build something like what we are building at the moment, something related to IP, to contribution of different artists, to mixing them together. So to make the economy, the data, to make the data as the new economy. And I think now it's the best time to do this because we see a lot of struggle now with the AI developments. How original copyright owners they struggle with compensations. They are like completely out of game. So it's the best time now to start this opportunity.
yeah, and I noticed that Mubert established a few years ago. So you already have some user base, mostly from Web 2. So who are your main users today? What are some of the most common ways people use Mubert?
Yes, you are right. We started this idea in 2016. In 2017, I came to US, raised the first round in Silicon Valley. So actually, I reached what I wanted at that moment. And first, we started with the listening experience, but then we realized that generative music lies in the creation economy, in creative economy, where people create something. Because you can listen to any kind of music, but to
Mhm.
create music, you need a lot of experience, and that's why we found our business model in Creator as the creative tool. So today, mostly our users are YouTube bloggers, Twitch streamers, advertising agencies. I mean, all of this group of people who need music like right now and who don't know how to do this, how to make music themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I usually make some videos for my dog, and I every time I have to search a long time for to find a music that fits to the video, And so the first thing I tried Mubert is typing in a happy puppy. So I love the music Mubert produced for me. Uh,
Yeah, that's true. That's how I see the music creation in the future. Because now you need a lot of experience, but in the future the music will be more related to the emotions or to the objects that you would like to describe by music. And at the same time, you could speak with AI. That's the next development for us. I mean, the
mm,
conversational creation of music. So you can have the conversation with the chatbot and tell him like, no, it's not for the puppy, it's for the big dog, but I need for the puppy. I need this music a little bit more, puffy. I need this music a little bit more mild. I need this music a little bit more young. So
uh-huh.
these are the terms out of music theory. So there is no young music. There is no mild music. All music is the combination of notes, frequencies, and musical
Yeah,
instruments, and
yeah,
the musical data actually. But now we have this opportunity, for people to describe music in a different way and to find a way how
mhm.
to, how to create it with your imagination. That's it, your fantasies.
Yeah, of course. And for normal people like me, have no any background for music, I can create my own music. It's really cool. It's thanks for the AI. So for the AI part, how much of the Mubert's music is generated purely by AI today? Are there still areas where human input is essential? Because I want to ask this is because I got a news from I read a news that a very famous India AI company found out that there are 2,000 people working behind. So for the music,
Yes, we have 10,000 of music producers. I keep them in the basement under my home. They work daily and night, like 24/7. Of course, I'm joking. So I mean, our music is both um, human impacted or human inspired and generative. So all the music that is provided by our platform is generated. So we have the technology to generate music in real time, to generate the live stream. So you could listen to the music and it generates like a second ahead from you. So it generates in real time. But at the
mm,
same time, humans take a lot of the huge part of our technology because they provide us the data sets, and we know like every track in the data set that we have, it's
mhm.
completely exclusively created for us. So that's why the human impact is really high there, and we would like to have the same approach in the future by
Oh,
creating the human plus AI music, where humans create the original raw material, which could be used
uh-huh.
for training purposes, for generative purposes, for any kind of mixing, and AI creates something like at the moment for you, based on your prompt, based on your like feelings, emotions, running pace, everything.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about Web3, and it's a big decision for you to make. So, what made you decided to bring Mubert into Web3?
2 points here. The first one is that for the last like 8 years, I think I'm dreaming to build a Web3 product. I
Uh-huh.
like
Eight
this industry.
years.
I have like quite huge network in Web3. I know a lot of amazing people in this industry. But before that, I think it wasn't the right time for us, for Mubert, exactly to build the Web3 product. And now we think the time comes because now we see the struggle with copyrights. This is the first. Second, we see that creators, they want to have another source of income, which is the creator economy. I mean, the music creators. They are not like much involved now into the creator economy. At the same time, I see that the building the Web3 product
Mm-hmm.
today needs more experience for software developers, and at the same time more collaboration with amazing products, because data today is the new currency. So we always say that data becomes more and more and more available than
Mhm.
previously. So like a few years ago, data was nothing, so it was available for free. I mean, the musical data, the tastes, and everything related to our archetypes and how we listen, how we create, and how we like position ourselves in the creator economy. Now, we see that a lot of copyright providers, data set providers, music labels, separate musicians, separate artists, and digital artists. They want to be involved in this AI boom that is going now, and they want to be compensated in the 100%. So they need to see how their data is being used. And blockchain is an amazing technology to showcase them how it could work. So we are building this parachain now. It's the rollup Mubert protocol with the aim to build the first one of the first creator chains in the world.
Okay, it's amazing. Yeah, it's true. You have the idea of joining Web3 8 years ago, but the market is not right for that. And I think during the same time, the market is being educated by the high technologies, the AI, the the concept of Web3. 8 years ago, people there's a there's no such a word of Web3. I think Gavin coined the word Web3 in 2016 or 17, I think. So it's a right time to do that. And now the Polkadot infrastructure is more mature for the product you are going to create. So let's talk about why Polkadot. Why not Solana, Ethereum, especially for 2025, and people all want to move their stuff into Solana.
Yeah, I think every blockchain is designed for a certain purpose. So some of the blockchains they are more related to DeFi, some of them are more related to, let's say, consumer-facing apps, some more related to the interconnection between the apps. And by choosing Polkadot, we have chosen it by the architecture,
Uh-huh.
because for us we are the consuming facing app now, and we want to build the chain for the same apps as ours. So our strategy now is to build the rollup and then to land existing Mubert audience to this rollup. So this way we can test how it will work on the consumer facing apps. Secondly, we love the idea of rollups and how they interconnect to each other, how available it could be for the future developments of something common that we have. I mean, by building the new internet. And the third thing why we have chosen the Polkadot is the support of Web3 Foundation. So they were very responsive. They helped us a lot with advice. They opened the doors for the Polkadot community. They opened the doors to the biggest projects on Polkadot, and that's why we're now having the good time by working with them. Recently, we have closed the first milestone. So in the grant, we have 4 milestones. You can read on Medium the strategy that we have. And we are waiting for some new good news related to Web3 Foundation really soon. So yes, um, now we are inside the community. We are being invited to different podcasts, different meetings, and I'm building the new friends in the ecosystem, and they love to work with us. So yeah, Polkadot is very promising blockchain for us.
So for the Web3's milestone, could you tell us more? What is the status of Mubert now? Like the
Yes, we are in the middle of the second milestone. The total product that we are building is actually the parachain,
Mhm.
which will contain the new type of content that we provide, which is the protocol for holding any IP content, which will be used in AI generative derivative content. So Imagine that every time we generate something on the platform, it could be
Mhm.
music now, but later we want to scale it to the video, to the pictures, to the memes, to all kind of things, because all the content is the same. So you have the trails to the previous content that is also generated by someone, and it has the trails to the original copyright owners. These
Mhm.
owners, they have wallets on the platform, and then they can get the passive income from the chain, because their content is being used at that moment. And we transfer this data like throughout the chain by showcasing like this is where exactly how it was used, when it was minted, and we will land this protocol. We will land our own product, which is like Mubert.com. We call it
Mhm.
Mubert Render and API. We will land this product to this chain as the first use case, and
Okay.
this will be the final step for us in the milestone. The final milestone was landing Mubert.com to the Mubert protocol.
Can I understand that with Uber's existing users will be migrate to Polkadot rollup?
um, Existing usage, I would say, because the users, they will have the wallets. They
Um,
can claim these wallets, so they can come to the platform and claim if they want. We don't want to push them to go to Web3, but we want to onboard them in the proper way. So if they want, they can go and claim their wallet, and in this wallet, we will hold his IPs, his archetype, his musical tastes, his data actually that they were generating on our existing platform. And on the other hand, we will have all the copyrights that we have on the platform. It's 3 million sounds, 3 million samples and loops, and we will tokenize them as well. We will do it on the test net first. We need to test how it will work, what will be the fees, how could be integrated into other rollups. So let's see how it will work.
okay. As we all know that blockchain is very expensive, and for because our listeners, most of them are non-technical person. So could you explain to us more about in the process of AI music generation, or in the process of Mubert, people use Mubert on the Polkadot rollup. Which part involves the blockchain?
It's actually the backend for data distribution, data and money distribution,
Data
because
mine.
yes, the AI itself and the library is off chain, just to make sure that everything comes like this. So we don't have time when someone needs music. So it
Uh-huh.
should be like 3 seconds and he gets the track. The backend, underlying backend, will be the blockchain part, where we collect the data and distribute this data between all the wallets that we have on the platform. Some of the wallets are for like, let's say, data set providers, and they could contain a lot of content there. Some of them are for individuals, and they contain like their like some of their copyright content, like music content, bass lines, like musical parts, and they will get a portion of revenue. I wouldn't say that it's like royalties, but for proper understanding, it's something similar to royalties that are executed in the moment.
Okay,
But
so
the business model for the apps and dApps and all the businesses that will be building their products on top of our protocol, they mostly get money from the market. So I mean, they could generate revenue from YouTube. They could generate revenue from Instagram, or they sell subscriptions, or they want to build AI agents that could be integrated to like games, an example. So when they have this initial idea, I would like to build AI-driven app where AI will create the content for me. They can come and purchase the data set from someone which is like very expensive. They could come and build their own neural network or they can pay for like ChatGPT, an example. So they have like several ways to do this. We provide them the data set, we provide them the models, and they can like use these models and the data that we provide by just paying the fees, and that's it. So it's easy start for them to start building this kind of apps, try to monetize these apps, and just work on their revenue split model. That's how we see the market should work today, because it's like the huge gap between the initial idea, I would like to build some creator app, and between building this app, because it's very expensive and it's very hard to do this now. I mean, to write the code is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is to find the right data set, and to train the neural network.
Oh, okay. I need time to sink in. So, uh, it's kind of exploring of copyright, NFTs, revenues sharing, or similar mechanisms.
Yeah, something like this. So let's say it's the new way to monetize your content, and it's the new way to build the apps that use content in the proper way, in the completely transparent and proper way. So in the future, every copyright piece will be copyright protected by the legal teams and by the artist itself. So they will need some proper way to publish them, to make sure that this content is leased or is purchased in the proper way. We are building this way.
Mm. Okay, so for the music creators and Mubert can make sure that they have the revenue from their copyright, that their copyright gonna be protected, and it's a
Correct.
new, yeah.
Yes, correct. And we start with music and with our own app. That will be the showcase. But we already have the pipeline of different NFT projects with some music providers that could provide us their data sets, their like libraries of music that will be published as the data set on Mubert protocol. And everyone who wants to build something, they will have an access to these data sets, and they will have access to the models, to the data sets, and to chain itself. And this means that for them it's the easy way to, let's say, it's the add value for the chain that is like completely transparent and fast, but at the same time it has the added value with the content.
Oh, is there some competitors in, very outstanding competitors in Web3?
Yeah, an example, story protocol. It's also IP on chain, mostly focused on like a little bit other market. Um, Well, so there are some musical platforms who are focusing on the musical rights distribution, like Royal, an example, or Sound XYZ. They are focused on music and not AI music. That's the big difference between us. So they are like more on the listening experience, which should be like transparent for the original artists. And we are about content creation. We are in the different market, which is actually at the moment it's called the sync music market. So it's the third big pillar in music industry, which is growing the fastest pace now in the world.
Okay. Speaking of IP, I think you Mubert submit a propose to cooperating with the Penguin, right? To for the market strategy. But anyway, it seems doesn't goes very well. But Poker supported very well. I still wanna uh know more about this. Is like, is there other IPs that you are cooperating, or big brand you are cooperating to marketing Mubert in Web3?
Yes, recently we signed the MOU with the Pache to to make the series of events related to our collaboration, where Polkadot will be involved as the like powered by Polkadot branding. It doesn't go well as you mentioned before, and we don't know why. So we applied to the events bounty twice, and we were rejected. Now we applied to the treasury, and we were rejected. So we think it's the, let's say, we need to, I mean, by I mean the Polkadot community. We need to fix the way how we invite the amazing communities from all over the world, because when we speak about Pudgy Penguins, an example, it's the biggest NFT community, and it's the Web3 community, and they have amazing IP, and they have amazing audience, and we bring this IP and their audience to the collaboration that we have. So it brings more people towards the Polkadot. It brings more people towards our protocol. So it makes everything more available. And this is about entertainment. So it's not about only development, software development, parachain development, rollups, and all of these kind of things. It's not the hackathon, yes. It's not the dev shop, yes. But it's more related to the entertainment and the engagement of people, of real people. And this way we can bring more people that will come to immersive way to position our brands in the market. I mean, it's more on the it's. I think it's like much more marketing than just doing the hackathons.
Yeah, I'm in China and I saw the Pangjin. They did some event last year in China. It turns out very good, and people buy in this brand and this IP, and it can help a lot. But for proposals, always uh, very complex because the public they have a different point of views. They have different background for the understanding of the proposal. Also, they have a different standards. It's true. It's not easy for every proposers, and because Pokeworld is a DV, we know that we always, throw out some tough questions as well. But I think it's always to be open to the new ideas, and so I think for the propose, I think it's talking to the DVs or the DAOs is very important, but sometimes it's just the luck. But I hope that for this you can have a, I don't know, hope you can get through this.
Yeah, we will. I mean, I know how tough it could be because we are all from the startup industry, and it's like always about denying something, pitching again, denying something, pitching again, and you're always being like rejected here and then. But
Mm,
like with every drop, we move forward, and it could be the way like this, but we move
mhm.
forward.
Yeah. Yes. It is the reality of Polkadot OpenGov, but I also talked to friends from other ecosystem. It's also very hard for them to get money, and it's not transparent at the same times. At least in OpenGov, it's transparent. You know who are against you, and you
That's true.
can, yeah, you can get some feedbacks in some way. So yeah, good luck for proposals, and we can continue. Uh, our interview is like, it's very uh, we want to build the music, but music is always for the connection, the connecting of souls between people. So do you believe AI will ever be able to create music with real soul?
Yes, I do. The way to do this is to involve the the big artists, tier one artists that will really collaborate. So, in example, they will provide not only the tracks that are published already on the distribution platforms, but they will provide the source material, the unpublished tracks, some unfinished music that they have, because this music contains a lot of interesting moments, and it contains some crazy ideas that they will never publish. And when we have the access to this library, we could
Mhm.
start integrating these particular tracks. I believe more in the generative models because you use the real samples of the real artists. I don't like the raw audio synthesis, which sounds too same. So all the songs are sound, they have the same sound, they have the same mood, they have the same mastering, mixing. So they are like completely the same. But when we speak about generative approach, when you take exactly the bass and the
Mhm.
beats, you could do something like Mubert, make for me the music which contains the strings from Hans Zimmer, the beats from Prodigy, some Taylor Swift vocals, and I would like everything to sound like the new song of Gorillaz. And we will take the exact samples, the exact loops, and we will mix them together and make this music very unique. And at the same time, it will contain that soul that we lost with the raw audio synthesis. So, answering shortly, we need to involve tier one artists and to get more content from them.
Mm.
But it's
The
not
so,
easy. Um,
yeah.
to showcase this, we are working now on one huge launch for our D app. So to showcase how the protocol works, we will make on top of our AI, we will make the small D app that will contain the tier one artist collaboration. So this way, we can showcase how it could work when someone big is involved into the AI music.
Yeah. Cool. The lost soul. Interesting word. I think the music industry is so different from the tech industry and other products. I hope that community could be more open to Mubert. And there's a product in China, the company called Pao Pao Mate, and the product called La Bubu. I'm not sure you knows it or not. Their founder says that uh, Labubu or Papa Mate can got popular is because they have no use. They just entertainment. If they plug in a USB in this Labubu toy, nobody gonna buy it, and or at least people will only wanna buy one because they already have a USB. They won't buy more. So for the entertainment or for the music, for it's different industry and it's different product. So I hope that community could be open to that, try different ways for marketing and for everything else. And it's not a way. I think we cannot, you know, think it like it's a development, it's a protocol that we have to finish the milestones and that's all. I think, like you mentioned, that the marketing, the IP or the entertainment point of view is much more important for this product.
Imagine that you come to the party and there is no music there,
Uh-huh.
and you are standing in this cringe and like, mm, can someone play music? And you are like, yes, I can. And you put your own playlist, right? And
Mm.
this moment you become the most valuable person in this party. You are the DJ of the party. You are the main person in the party because you play the music and you have the speaker. An example. Imagine you have the boombox, so you can
Mm.
have the big party. Imagine that you have the speakers, the big speakers, and the DJ deck, and you can be the DJ. So everyone will collect around you.
Mm.
There is no DJ in Polkadot now. Polkadot
Yeah.
has no DJ. It is
No.
in Ethereum, in Avalanche. Everyone has the DJ. We could be
Mm.
the DJ in the Polkadot party. We could be the DJ, which is much more better than others. And Polkadot could have the most impressive startup in the world focused on AI music, and it will be on Polkadot. And with help
Mm.
of OpenGov, with help of Gavin Wood, with help of different venture capitals which are around the Polkadot, we could build something that will be listened by everyone in the world. Why not to do this? That's my
Yeah,
question. Like, music is always the best thing to attract the attention for everyone. It's not
yeah,
yet just another 100 DeFi project. We have them a lot. I mean, it could be like 20 DeFi projects on every chain, like 200 DeFi
mhm,
projects. Not the problem. It's not the game. It's something more. It's the musical platform. It's like the having the boom box with you. So Gavin could come to any party and say like, we have Mubert on the platform. We
yeah,
raised together like 10 million to this platform. Now we have Gorillas, Basement Jacks, Moby, Madonna on this platform. They are generating music for everyone. They have 28 million users on API. They have like 2 million users on the platform. They are amazing, and we are supporting them. That's what I see. That's what the whole community of Polkadot should focus on.
yeah. We should focus on it's gonna be infuse some soul connecting the souls in Polkadot ecosystem. Is
Yeah,
essential.
not only on Polkadot, because it could be the product which is based on Polkadot, and the backend is Polkadot based, and but this product could be like it have some bridges, some SDKs. Our plan now is to we recently launched the plugin for Canva. We
Mhm.
recently launched the plugin for Adobe, and our plans now it's Unreal Engine, it's Unity, it's Webflow, Framer. What else? Like some like let's say even Figma websites because they recently launched their technology. So every creator tool will contain Mubert logo, and this logo will contain music now, but later it will be videos and pictures and everything. And everyone will use this because it's easy to do, and this product will contain your like IP, not IP, your ID. So whenever you log into this to any of these tools, you will have the same settings. So that's what we call the archetype, or it could be the digital identity. It could be like the digital wallet for the creator. So this way you can collect a lot of things, and we land whenever we land some new technology or some new IP or some new artist, it is landed to the whole ecosystem. And this
Yeah,
ecosystem is based on Polkadot now.
yeah. Just the back end tech is based on Polkadot, but the market is very huge. But can you give us some idea of how big is the market?
It's trillions. I mean, trillions are spent and earned by content creators, big labels, big content production studios, stock studios, um, like streaming platforms, of course. They like have shit ton of money. By the way, everyone has. I mean, this market is huge, and this market is growing. I mean, everyone is the creator now. You are the creator. I am
Yeah.
the creator. We are all the artists. Our canvas today is like not my like Photoshop canvas, but our canvas is around us. I'm the
Mhm.
creator by wearing the designer clothes. I'm the creator by like speaking loud some cool ideas. I'm the creator by creating some music. So everyone wants to stand out, to have your own vision, your own ID. You want to be like amazing, and the content is the most important part in this thing. And this
Yes.
content will be based more and more and more and more on the previous like heritage that we have, previous music, previous like arts and everything. But to replicate them, we need something very transparent, because this way the big names and big copyright providers, they will work with us.
Yes.
We
Yes.
need this new creator economy which is completely transparent and everyone could be involved in it, and you could start with like $0.
Mhm. I think in previous cycle the copyright for the NFTs blossom. I think they're gonna be the you know the music copyright to be you know to be have his time or to be have its time. So
Yes, you can put the copyright, let's say, address to the blockchain, but at the end of the day, it's the legal agreement with someone, because in music industry, the copyrights is the main protection, and at the
Mhm.
same time, it's the main pain in the ass. So it protects a lot of amazing musicians, but at the same time, it doesn't make any feeling of innovation in this industry.
Uh-huh.
So these two things, they should merge somehow, uh, through the agreements, through the right partnerships, through the right integrations of SDKs and APIs, and the backend of data it could contain the technical implementation of these things, like how to distribute royalty properly, how to vote for the percentage between the royalties, how should work with the investments. In example, if I want to invest in some musician which is emerging now, how can I be the part of the like big label? How can I be the part of this music genre? In example, so you could think more on the data and the music as the economy tool. So it's the, let's say, kind of kind of like economy instrument, because at the end of the day, this content could generate money for you.
Yes, yes, cool. Uh, but it's just pop up in my mind, uh, uh, the one for NFTs. What kind of NFTs can go very popular? It's not normal ones. It's not beautiful ones. It's it's kind of NFTs representing some spirit, kind of a cool or isolated or something. I think maybe for music, uh, uh someday that there could be some, this kind of music that could get popular in Web3 cycle first. Just pop up in my mind.
Yeah, totally agree. First of all, there is no bad taste in the world. So everyone has his own unique taste, and it's much more personal than even the clothes that we wear, because the clothes you can watch on someone and you can have the same feeling. But music is completely personal, and there is no bad taste, I would say again. But some of the genres, they could pop up in the middle of nowhere, So some of the genres, they are very niche, and they will have a lot of like fans in the beginning, but the amount of fans will be low, and everyone will think that this music now is fashion. This music is something new. It's outstanding, and they will move. They will join this subculture or a subgenre culture, and that's what I like about music. So it's always about finding the way how to interact with the like-minded people, finding the
Yes,
new communities somewhere. So you're looking like, what is the next step for music? What is the next step for content? And
yes,
to do this, to make this gamified, we will have in the future developments, not now, we will have the opportunity to stake on genres or to stake on different kinds of tags. So this way you can think of what will be the next big genre, what will be the next big thing in music or in arts, what is the next thing, and I would like to vote to this thing, and I will next promote it. So let's say it's the small sub startups in the whole music ecosystem. We have this idea now, and we are like designing the docs for this idea. But we think it will be super cool to have an opportunity to stake on some genres or on some emerging artists, on some amazing people who will be popular in the future.
hmm
So this way, you could, kind of invest.
yeah, cool. Okay, to wrap up our interview, if someone listening today wants to try Mubert, and what would be the best way to start?
The best way is to start with our Web3 website, because we have the Web3 audience today. So you go to mubert.xyz. There you can read the light paper, the vision, the manifest, and at the same time you could try our API and our product that is live today. This product has around 1.5 million users, and we grow. This API is connected to some amazing tools, so you can try us on Canva, an example.
Mm.
Through this API, we already generated more than 100 millions of tracks. And these tracks are used mostly for professional usage. So
Wow.
these tracks are used like somewhere on YouTube and other platforms. Now we start tracking this usage, so we can like find where this music was used, what was the purpose, what was the license under that, and all these things. So it's the big step for us. But the easiest way is just to go to the website, push the try button, and
Mhm.
generate the music for your puppy.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, I think there are much more to dive in for Mubert and for the music industry. But time is always limited. But we can invite you in the future to dive in more in the next broadcast or something. Thank you for your time this time and for your uh, insightful sharing and for us to understand more. There's a tons of knowledge for us to sink in about AI, about Web3 copyright, and thank you so much for your time. And I recommend every listeners can follow Mubert and follow Alex for more update. And also you can keep an eye on Pokord. We will keep an eye on the Mubert as well.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, for inviting me to this amazing podcast. It's really a pleasure to speak with you because your questions are, addressing my previous experiences. So I reminded some amazing moments in my life today. And I like that this discussion is not only technical, it's not only like blockchain based, but it's also like about me, about our way, about my team, about our users. So we can really like showcase ourselves from the different angles, and that's
Mhm.
good. It's amazing conversation. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hope can see you next time. Thank you. Okay.